back to Sword and Musket, the video channel on YouTube. This is an interesting project. I thought I might just cover it and detail what I'm going to do. It's a lovely old hammer gun, which is actually a 12 bore, and it came in as a storage piece, and the gentleman unfortunately has become unwell, doesn't want it anymore, but he'd carried out his own alterations and work on it. As you can see, hasn't quite finished the butt plate idea there, but what's nice is that it's a side lock, it's a hammer gun, it's made by the Midland Gun Company, here we are, of Birmingham, and as we clean it up we'll discover a little bit more about it. It's in a pretty dirty state, but what I see is a very nice piece of wood and some colour on the locks and some blacking on the barrels. So we're going to do this one up from scratch, and we're going to start with taking it to pieces. So check number one really is that everything matches. So there's the serial number 102633. I look at the fore end, 102633, and there's a view of the action with a nice big rusty splodge on it, 102633. It says solid bar, so no bar changing there. British viewing proofs. See the condition of the faces. You can see it's filthy dirty, needs a bit of work. Let's have a close look at the right. Why am I bothering with this gun? Well, to start off with, because it's got 3-inch chambers. It is nitro-proofed and obviously choked. 12 bore. There are all the proof marks. It's a non-ejector, but it's in lovely condition, and I think it's worth a bit of TLC. The bores look good, maybe a bit of plastic stuck up there, but what's quite interesting is that somewhere I saw the words, yeah, well, nitro-proof anyway. We'll come back to that when I've cleaned it up. All will be revealed. One last serial number to look at on the lower tang. So, all matching is a good start. So, first lock off. This is what we've got to look at. Nothing too terrible that can't be cleaned up. And that's the cavity. Lots of dirt and filth. I have noticed this looks split, but seems to function. To look closer at that later. And here's the other look. Nice and shiny, but a bit of case colour hardening on the back, and a nice bit of rust holding it all together. One interesting little discovery, which was half spotted on the outside. One of the firing pins is actually, one of the strikers is actually broken in half, but it was still in there, it was still retained in one piece. So we'll have to make up another one of them. It's not difficult. I'll just copy that one, and we'll have a brand new repaired striker. So here we are, the next stage. Everything's been cleaned. They were excessively muddy, and has revealed the engraving and what little colour is left. As usual, there's colour behind where the hammers are going to go. Everything's here, all parts cleaned, oiled. Probably the first decent quenching of oil they've had in a very long time. If we go back and look at the action, I've got to delve through my pile of spares and find a new firing pin. But this is the fun bit, putting it all back together once it's been cleaned and oiled. It becomes a new gun altogether. So now it's time for me to need 2 hands to look at all the spares that I have left.